Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Welcome in, everyone, on this rainy, damp East Central, Central Indiana night. Tonight we're in Parker City, Indiana, home of the Monroe Central Lady Golden Bears, where tonight the 8-8 Golden Bears under fourth-year coach Brock Morrison battle the Muncie Central Lady Bearcats under first-year coach Jayla Scaife. Hello again, everybody. Steve Hartley along with Mark Webster spinning the dials for you tonight. And tonight ought to be an interesting ball game. We've got a decent crowd on hand for a Thursday night. The home stands are about halfway full, and the crowd continuing to pour in here at Monroe Central. Monroe Central comes into the ball game at 8-8 on the season. Muncie Central at 5-10. The Lady Golden Bears are led by Kimber Abshir, a 6'2 sophomore, who is a special talent. On the other side of the ball, Muncie Central features Gabby Douglas, a 5'6 junior, and I was talking with Jayla Scaife, head coach of Muncie Central, before the ball game, and she's trying to get Douglas a few D1 looks. Douglas is quite a ball player. She's averaging 13.5 points a ball game. So, at any rate, we have a non-conference ball game for you tonight. We'll be back with the starting lineups after we pause for this break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
Tonight's ball game driven by Greg Hubler Ford. Experience a Greg Hubler promise at greghublerford.com. By Universal Roofing and Exteriors, visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And by Genesis Sports Performance, visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. We are back here at Monroe Central getting set for our national anthem, followed by the starting lineups of tonight's ball game. Our next broadcast on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com will be tomorrow night. Mark and I will be at Alexandria for a doubleheader with the boys and the girls as the Tigers battle the Elwood Panthers. Our national anthem here at Monroe Central High School. Let's go over the starting lineups. First of all, tonight for the visiting Muncie Central Lady Bearcats, Gabby Douglas, a 5'6" junior, averaging 13.5 points and 5.3 rebounds a ball game. Katie White, 5'7" junior, averaging 5.4 points and 2.9 rebounds a ball game. Taj Eisem, a 5'5" junior, averaging 5 points and 4.3 rebounds a ball game. Zanaya Barnes, 5'7" junior, averaging 1.6 points and 2.1 rebounds a ball game. And Vic Hardnett, a 5'8" senior. For Monroe Central, we mentioned earlier, Kimber Abshire, a 6'2" sophomore, averaging 12.9 points and 10.4 rebounds a ball game. Sydney Patterson, 5'7" sophomore, averaging 9.8 points and 3.9 rebounds a contest. Mallie Irvin, a 5'11" sophomore, averaging 4.1 points and 2.6 rebounds a contest. Addie Puckett, a 5'6" sophomore, averaging 3.3 points and 4.5 rebounds a ball game. And rounding out the starting lineups tonight for the Lady Golden Bears, Maggie Haney, a 5'11" junior, averaging 1.8 points and 2.3 rebounds a ball game. We'll also see plenty of Audrey Kelly, a 5'8" senior for Brock Morrison's Lady Golden Bears basketball team. We'll be back with the opening tip after we pause for this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Drive home your new Kia from the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. We have brand new Kias arriving daily.
Plus, we have a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from.
And payments as low as $199 a month.
We service all makes and models.
And we'll buy your old car on the spot. Right, Oscar?
Y hablamos español.
Come see us at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue.
It's not just a car dealership for me. This is my dealership.
Just minutes from anywhere in Indy. Or online at rayskillmanshadeland.com.
Monroe Central is kind of an interesting story. It is a consolidation of 4 county schools. Happened, I think Tyler said, didn't he say, Mark, like 1970 something? Something like that? Stony Creek, so this Monroe Central is made up of Stony Creek, Farmland, Green, and Parker schools. And back then in those small county schools, winning the sectional was everything. We're getting set for basketball. Kimber Abshire will jump it up against Vic Hardnett. Home side crowd almost, stands are almost packed. Monroe Central controls the tip, and the basketball is stolen away by Gabby Douglas. She lays it up no good. Loose ball comes away to Maggie Haney. She'll outlet it to Addie Puckett. We're just underway here in quarter number 1. No score. Here's Audrey Keeley, who's actually in the starting lineup tonight for the Lady Golden Bears. Abshire lays it up. Shot is blocked from behind. Loose ball comes away to Zanaya Barnes. Here comes Gabby Douglas. Jump pass inside. It's knocked away and stolen away by Maggie Haney. Here comes Addie Puckett with the basketball. She'll walk it across the timeline with 7:15 to go in the quarter. Tonight's ball game built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Kimber Abshire on the board, off the miss from Sydney Patterson. Abshire averaging 12.9 points a ball game. She had a season-high 17 points earlier this season against Randolph Southern. It's an early 2-0 lead from Monroe Central. Here's Gabby Douglas with the basketball, and she loses control of it, and she'll be called for an over and back. So an early turnover there by Muncie Central. It stops the clock with 6:43 to go. Tonight's ball game driven by Greg Hubler Ford. Experience the Greg Hubler promise at greghublerford.com. Matt Lowmiller. Matt may be here tonight. He'll be joining us on the broadcast if he does. You can bet that for sure. Here's a long bomb by Keeley, way off the mark. Saved there by Patterson. The ball goes out of bounds. And Muncie Central will retain possession with 6:28 to go here in the quarter. Greg has a Chevy store down in Canby, Indiana, down by on the southwest side of Indianapolis, a Marion Buick GMC store, and he's got a Hyundai store right next to the Ford store over there off of Nebo and McGalliard. Here's Muncie Central with the basketball. Long bomb there by Vic Hartnett's no good. Loose ball comes away to Abshire. Kimber Abshire outlets it here to Sydney Patterson. She'll drive the paint, gets it to Puckett, and she'll reset. We're at the 6-minute mark here in the quarter. 2-0. Monroe Central with the early lead. Keeley, Puckett, swings it here on the near side to Patterson. That's Abshire in the corner. She jumps it inside to Haney, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Zanaya Barnes of Muncie Central. Follow us on Twitter at INDHS Sports. And, of course, tomorrow morning we'll have game recaps from around Central Indiana and East Central Indiana, courtesy of our Butler University sports journalism major, Nick Orr. Here come the Lady Bearcats. Gabby Douglas on the attack. Here's Douglas. She drives. Jump shot there by Isom. She got it. Taj Isham on the board for the first time. We're tied at 2 with 5:18 to go here in the quarter. Addie Puckett. Audrey Keeley with the basketball. Here's Maggie Haney. She jumps it here in the corner to Patterson. She lost control of the basketball. And Muncie Central will get it now with 5:08 to go. So Haney checks out of the ball game in favor of Mally Irvin. And Gabby Douglas will walk it across the timeline. So Muncie Central on the court with Gabby Douglas, Elijah Douglas, Barnes, Isom, and Vic Hardnett. Here's Isom guarded there by Abshire. Gabby Douglas with 4:45 to go. Drives the paint, loses the basketball, scramble for it on the floor. And the alternate possession rule will favor Muncie Central, the 4:44 to go. Tied at 2. We'll update you on scores from around the area as they roll in. This was an early start time. Muncie Central